This is about uncovering mental blocks that are coming in, hindrances in energy, relationships, or the expression of talents, be it anything from writer's block to anything else, any other creative endeavors that you are attempting to unblock so that they can flourish accordingly. So let's see how exactly to go about releasing blockages and pent up energy at this time. Scorpio. So the Wheel of Fortune is coming in. So change within life cycles, quite likely. And just running with any good luck that comes in, not thinking twice about it. That is going to remove hindrances and mental blocks for you. Cancer. It's going to do it for you. This is the Page of Pentacles. The Coins. So this is representative of ambition, work ethic, and thoughtfulness. So something in your work ethic that you update or cling to in a really intensified manner, that's going to be what does it for you. Could be a change in work ethic for some of you as well. Trying something different in that area. Pisces. Look at that. Why is this coming in here again? So, of course, leaning into any good luck, because we've just established that with the Wheel of Fortune. Again, what goes with that is change, life cycles, and such, and just really leaning into your strength levels at the same time. Let's see here. Capricorn. So that is the Ace of Swords. So that's what's going to do it for you. And that is clarity, determination, and a breakthrough, leaning into the breakthrough wholeheartedly. Your determination. Is strong. That's where it lies. Capricorn. The Ten of Swords, which is betrayal, endings, and fate. So the way that you're going to be able to remove mental blocks and hindrances is to allow fate to step in for you. Because if you've done all you can, the only other thing coming in here with this 10 of swords is to eliminate something, to end some way of doing something, or something that is indeed the hindrance there. It could be someone who has these vibrations of betrayal, or it could be you betraying yourself in something that you really want to go after, that you really want, or that you know that you need to do. Taurus. So this is the Five of Coins. The Five of Pentacles. And with that, it's about overcoming setbacks and rocky times, overcoming any financial loss, any financial challenges. Because once you do that, your mental block is going to diminish, it's going to disintegrate, and then you'll be back at your optimum levels. If you have been having any dampering spirit going on, any fog. Virgo. The Seven of Cups. So what is going to do it for you is really breaking down wherever there's illusion, getting through that time period of choice paralysis, or finding some way to deal with it. And you could even cater to your fantasy. So it could be about catering to it, or overcoming it, or looking at it in a realistic way so that you could try to manifest it as closely as possible. Without letting the unreality of it all overcome you or get to you. Or something that you want, and getting through mental blocks and stopping hindrances. Seeing beyond them. Gemini. The Five of Wands. The Five of Rods. New business, competition, and tension. So it's about getting through tension, dealing with tension in a productive way, going full-fledged in with competition, or even beginning a new business for some of you. That's the way you're going to get over those mental blocks and get to a whole nother level of dimension. A whole new wavelength. Aquarius. Six of Wands, Six of Rods. Now, getting beyond hindrances, overcoming them, decreasing mental blocks, bursting through them. The advice coming in with the Six of Wands is recognition. So recognizing it, or recognizing someone in the midst of it, celebration, and victory. So there's really no way around it. You just have to be victorious coming through it. Celebrate the small things, the pivotal moments. With those mental blocks, Just recognizing them for what they are and dealing with them the way they're coming in. That's what's coming through for you. Aquarius. Libra. The Five of Cups. Five of Chalices, if you will. So, getting through anything that's crushing, getting through the regret, accepting loss, or doing a way to where you can reincarnate what that loss means to you. That is going to be one way that you're able to burst mental blocks wide open. And Sagittarius. Good looking out, guys, with that whoever put that thumbs up. I appreciate it. The Magician is coming in for you, Sag. So that is where you're going to find it most beneficial, some action that you can take to get rid of mental blockages and hindrances. And what the Magician denotes is, to break it down. It is power, just tuning into your power, tuning into the spark that you are manifesting, and concentrating, getting down to the nitty-gritty of what it's going to take to bypass the mental blocks or just crush them, just knock them down, these hindrances to your expression. Use your power, because there's some power that's emanating from you. And that's the advice right here. Embrace that power. Sagittarius. Leo. Judgment. Woo. Judgment, Leo. That's that horn coming in. Woo. So how do we break that down? How do we look at that with that coming in? Because it's talking about self-forgiveness. So there's something that you haven't forgiven yourself for that is causing you to have hindrances. Maybe you've looked back and said someone was just trying you and you just didn't want to deal with them. So maybe it was crushing that you pushed them away. They were doing too much, and then you just felt eventually some sense of well, maybe maybe there was some other way to deal with them plummeting so far because of their own, I don't want to say idiosyncrasies, their own just weaknesses. Okay, so what's coming in is the Judgment. So forgiving yourself for if you wish you would have dealt with something in a different fashion. Rebirth of your energy and inner growth. Just allowing yourself, no matter how painful it is, to just, if you can, even if it's only in increments, what's coming in is that inner growth. That's being very important. Whether you have to think about it or not, whether you have to look at new ways of viewing things or whether or not you have to just take bits and pieces and turn it over in your mind until you can, you know, fully comprehend that maybe you did all that you could do when you were able to do it. Because I mean, you did have energy that you were working with, that they were sending out into the universe. You know, you felt that energy, you dealt with that energy in the best way you could. It took time for you to fully grasp the reasons going into your reactions as well as whatever it was that they did, you know, and if you saw them later, you know, if you saw a company later and they had gone fully downhill. I mean, you can pinpoint whatever they did not to realize that you were there for them or what have you. I mean, there's many ways of looking at the need for self-forgiveness. You know, sometimes you may even realize that other people didn't value your contributions or you or what have you until you weren't there anymore. And no, they don't need to confuse you on your endeavors to move forwards. Unless that's what it takes for you to forgive yourself because you want to make sure everything and everyone is in their perfect little settings, especially after they feel like they've come clean with, you know, whatever they put into manifesting something ugly for themselves. You know, maybe you're looking at it like if you would have just been a little more whatever they needed, then they could have been better. But at some point in time, what's coming in here is that you're going to have to stop judging yourself. Because if you're, you know, going to not judge them anymore, definitely you need to work on not judging yourself as much either. And that's what's coming in for you. Aries. So, endings is represented here. Also, transitions, dealing with loss in as a productive way as you possibly can. So, some ending, maybe a purposeful ending, is going to be where you find some sort of clarity beyond the mental blockages that have been perpetuating in some of you guys' lives. And that's what's coming in here. There's one way to remove hindrances that are causing you any type of stress. All right, guys.